Here's how I was successfully able to transfer this image to my Gelli plate. I made sure I was using a high contrast image. I printed out on my favorite laser printer. I turned the color setting off. I used the transparency setting, and I made sure to print on extra smooth paper. I've linked both the printer and the paper below if you want to take a look. Once I printed out my image, I put it back into the feeder of my printer and printed it a second time. This seems to be the secret sauce for image transfers. Next, I cut out my image. Not everybody does this, and the reason I like to do it is so that I can then use it as a mask when I'm trying to make a design on the background. Next, I applied black paint to the surface of the Gelli plate, and I started to use my brayer in an up and down and side to side motion. Go ahead and put your cutout image on top of the paint, and then add a piece of white paper, and you'll want to use the palm of your hand to rub the back of the paper for about 10 to 15 seconds only. Use the same amount of pressure that you would use when applying lotion to your hand. That's always how I gauge how much pressure to apply. Remove the paper off of the plate. The paper makes a big difference, and so does the paint, so please check below to see which supplies I use. And you can clean up any of the background using wipes. I love these wipes. They work so well, and I've also linked that below. I then use my heat gun to make sure that the layer is completely dry before moving on to the next step. I laid down that white mask cutout that I told you about earlier in the video. The reason these are called masks is because they're used sort of like masking tape to block off the parts that you don't want paint on. I went ahead and used a black and white printout of a zigzag chevron design. I rubbed the back for about 10 to 15 seconds with minimal pressure, and then went ahead to release the design. When I first took a peek, it wasn't the clearest transfer that I've seen, so I put the paper down for a couple more seconds and just gave it a little bit more pressure and released it again. It wasn't a perfect image transfer, but it worked really well as a background for this design. You'll apply a thin layer of gel medium using your brayer in a back and forth, up and down motion. This will give you a nice smooth surface for paint application. Once you have a nice even layer, go ahead and make sure that everything is dry before you start moving on to the next step. You can start reverse painting your entire image. So you're essentially doing this in steps. You will want to do the parts of the design that are going to show first, and then do the background after. You can also periodically lift the Gelli plate and see what the other side looks like. You can see that I have mine sitting on a piece of acrylic. I do this so that I can easily move my Gelli plate if I need things to dry, I want to work on something else. But it is essential that you do this in the proper order, which is the reverse. Continue painting your design. You can do anything you want. You can be as creative as you want. Experiment with different colors. Trust me, I've made lots of prints where I don't like the colors, others where I love the combination, but just get everything painted. Even if you see black ink, still give it a color behind the ink. It will show through because the black is slightly transparent. Now that my entire design has been painted and I like it, I decided to do a thin layer of neon yellow across the entire back just to make that background pop just a little bit more. Then I applied a layer of gel medium one more time and applied my Bristol. Bristol is a great paper for pulling an image transfer. You'll want to weigh down your image transfer for several hours or overnight. You want the paper to be completely dry before pulling the image. Here I am pulling the image, and if for some reason you are impatient and you don't want to wait for this step, you can also use your heat gun on the back of the paper to make sure that it is completely dry. So you can see that this is a near perfect pull. I see no paint left on the Gelli plate, and I'm really happy with the results.